Hey everyone, and welcome back to Timber and Stone. In this episode, we're going to be working around the dock district again, adding another, hopefully, tiered structure along the side, kind of main square market area that we have planned. Currently, of course, it's still farmland, but we'll move that eventually and then redecorate, move things around. But what we're going to start the episode out with is, of course, naming some citizens. Now, what I want to do is, one, we need a new blacksmith. That's no surprise. We lost Kevin, the greatest blacksmith that we've had, and only blacksmith technically, I guess. But I'm looking for a replacement, and really, there's not many people with a high default blacksmithing skill. Alan is, but he's our fisherman level 6, so we're leaving him. I am thinking about renaming. Let's go with you. You are a new person in the town, Morris, and you look perfect for the blacksmithing role. And I did have, luckily, a second suggestion that someone wanted to be a blacksmith, and I was gonna get to their name today anyways, but I figured, hey, you might as well become a blacksmith now, and that person is Lord Hades. There we go. Obviously, Kevin made a pact with Hades. Hades betraying him, getting him killed so he can overtake the blacksmithing position. You know, little mischief going on in the town, I think. Gonna have to keep an eye on these people over time. Other than that, I think let's see, we have 2 permanent infantrymen now, I believe. Yes, we do. This person needs to be training. I don't know why they are not. Because I don't have any combat training dummies. Let's fix that real quick. Training dummy. Boop and boop. Perfect. And we'll just move you over there. Okay. So, we're not adding any more infantry. We will be naming some miscellaneous people. So, you know, any category or minors. So if we go into our tab here and take a look at some of our minors, Madeline Turner, I believe, is a default name. Just double checking, it looks like it. So Madeline, we're gonna go ahead and rename you to Vagelis. There we go. Perfect. Welcome to the town. You are a minor as requested. It's the only other really requested one that I have left that I have room for. We're still waiting on our herder. I do have a request button down for that one, so we're good to go. But let's take a look at these last 2 any categories here. Rob, I believe, is a given name. It is. Laura is not. Okay, we'll rename you. You can be Hillary Duff. There we go. I don't know why people wanted Hillary Duff in the town, but welcome to the late 90s again and early 2000s. Okay, other than that, it might be time to pick our herder. Though I'm running out of people who aren't named currently, so it might be a waiting game for a little bit longer again. We're up to 25, we're about halfway through the population cap, so we have a little bit of time just left here. So, the first 5 minutes renaming people, let's go ahead and spend the next few minutes going over and planning out a new structure, which is going in this foundational gap here. This is just going to be more homes along the dock district. We're going to be doing something similar to this one. You can see I have some fence being mined out there. In fact, I'm going to bring a miner over real quick just so we can get that going. And in the meantime, let's go ahead and decide the floors. Flooring, you know, we could do cobblestone. That'd be okay, as our builders kind of hop into action at that point. There we go. Get rid of those fences because we're going to be creating another upper floor, lower floor kind of variation here. That's going to be interacting with the pathway. So if we go to the walls and wood logs, we're going to bump this up 3, 3, 3, 3. There we go. Got to get your corner posts pretty well established early on in these things. You know, I'm thinking just to keep the shape interesting. 3. Let us create the decking here, and we need how many spaces for the stairs? 1, 2, 3, 4 at least. Okay, so first step, second step, third step, top, and perfect. There we go. I want a little cutaway here so that we can get the staircase, because this is still kind of a main street. That may be a little bit more of a side street, and this will allow us to kind of tuck that staircase into the side of the structure and then wrap it around this way in the long turn. Let's go with, we could do umber brick maybe. Yeah, let's do a brick structure. We haven't done that just yet. So we'll just drag that along. All right. Let's make the door down the southern area and have just windows going across here. The upper floor will make beams and support something up top. That might be pretty cool to do. So wrap it around this way, right? And then the door can be just right here, probably. So do I put the staircase out on the far edge and then just fill this maybe with some storage? That may be something cool to do. It's gonna be a little bit of a gray structure, but there's nothing too wrong with that. Let's do something like that. Gotta get the posts are all placed there. Okay. Great. I have to think about where we want the chimney to be, and I'm thinking this back section would make a good area, though it's gonna be off center. Is there a too wide? Yeah. That's gonna poke up to the next story. So this back section I think is gonna be the optimum location. So we'll put some windows first, just space it out, and then just seal that whole wall off. Have some double windows there. All right, get that upper line so we can seal off that area. And that is the first floor. We'll go ahead and get the door in as well. Construction, objects, doors, timber door. You guys, of course, more than welcome to use a heavier door if you want more protection. But right now, all of our things are pretty close together, so I don't have to worry about that. When we get into expanding the mine and things like that, we might end up putting a more steel door there. We have a level 20 tailor already. That is awesome. Let's actually go in and take a look. He's maintaining the best light armor. He's maintaining the only light armor in terms of helmets. Let's bump this up to 5. Okay. And 5 here. There we go. We'll maintain 2 shields, I think. That would be best for us. If we take a look, where is our new blacksmith? Where is Lord Hades? There he is. Working away. We did have to move the workbench area over here. That's the stonemason. My lord. My lord. You are a builder. Where's Hades at? Boop. You are disloyal? Really? Come on, man. Let's give you a club, though, because You're gonna need to maintain that, and also a light boots just for movement speed. That'll be handy. Let's check our resources, see if there's anything that we can make before we jump into the speed build section here in the next morning or so you guys can see what's going on. Don't have enough copper ore. He's not really high enough to make any of those. We really need to work on leveling him up for a little while, so we have to expand our mining operations a whole lot so that we can get a lot of ore, especially the beginning ore, the copper and stuff. Not seeing much of it in that direction, so let's go ahead and dig and mine out the other way. I think that'll be perfectly fine. Okay, 3 there. 3 there. Alright, and we will go across just a little bit more. Get that extra bit just like that. So that should give us a whole lot more stone and iron, hopefully, to work with. We have full up on wheat. We don't have a permanent herder yet, so I don't have to worry about that just yet. I want to get these couple of homes made, hopefully, so that we have more beds. If you guys look into the previous home, we can do this before we jump into the speed build section. I did decorate them, so they have some beds, they have some dressers. Now, I would be using like the mediocre beds here, but it does affect HP regen, and that is, you know, an obvious gameplay hindrance if I tried to do that. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to have anyone else die simply because they're not regenerating HP quick enough. And that's why we're going with the more comfortable bed. But overall, I mean, nice, cozy little homes along the shoreline. The village is looking great so far. Very compact. A little different than what I normally do. So let's go ahead and hop in the speed build section and see how this thing turns out. Alright, so it looks like our speed build is going to be interrupted by a little bit of combat today. Much like last time, we're going to be finishing up the right building here after we deal with these goblins that are kind of wandering into town at this point. Now, last time goblins arrived, we ended up losing a person. So hopefully it won't go that direction this time. But it's kind of looking like it. You know, it's very dependent on if they're archers and if they're just going to be a big pain to deal with. So I'm summoning the militia right now. Everyone's kind of on their way over. I got to make sure everyone's equipped here. Let's see, seek target enemies. Let's stand at guard positions. You need to maintain a club. You need to maintain light boots. There we go. Do you have a club? Yes, you do. You have some farmers switching over at this point. Let's see, do you have a club? You do, and I think I need to maintain light boots for you. The key is to make these guys really quick, almost like an initial strike force that will hopefully defend us in the long run. Jolino, moving in, proceeding to just take 2 arrows to the face and retreating. Joy. And at this point, we can just go ahead and tell everyone else to charge. If these are archer goblins, you know, these things are just a pain to deal with, especially when they come in staggered like this. Oh. Joffrey's kind of off by himself. Let's kind of watch for a moment. See if Joffrey can deal with this one while... Well, that one's dead now, so let's speed up time really quick. See if anything comes from this. Okay, so Joffrey ended up making it out of there alive, which is good. He is our other permanent kind of infantryman. Richard here. Okay, let's get him out of this direction. Oh, no, 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 no. We don't really have the numbers that I would like to see deal with this guy. Now, what will happen is your infantry will kind of... If you tell them to charge an enemy and it gets killed before they really get there, they'll keep trying to walk in that direction, you'll notice. And the quickest way to kind of fix that is to... Oh, dodge that arrow. Okay, good. And dodge this one. Oh, my goodness. Hilary Duff taking it like a champ. Basically walking into that one. Richard showing his guts. Taking the first couple swings of that guy. Now, let's go ahead and pause real quick. It's on normal speed. We have 2, 3, 4 total infantry resting at this point. That's no good. That's kind of leaving us with a small fighting force. These things come in waves, and it can be a little annoying to deal with, as I said earlier. And if they keep coming in, as hopefully our people can clear out their HP quick enough. If we check out Yoleno, Angry Mage, Hilary Duff, it looks like they're doing okay. Spaghetti Hoops, you know. I don't think it'll go as bad as last time. We're going to keep these guys in their infantry roles for a little bit longer. Until then, let's go ahead. Put on normal speed. Take out some of the scaffolding that's not necessary anymore. Good, good. It looks like the new Goblin Menace is kind of coming over here from the left side. We're being a little flanked. And if he gets up into that window, he can actually take shots through that at our sleeping forces there. Garantu Builder, go ahead and back you off. Hopefully get a new bed made. And as we go into dusk, day 57, let's go ahead and go over at least just what we have here, what we built this episode. This is the new kind of 2-story home structure, a home on top and a home on bottom. We are using the timbered brick, unlike before. Also, first floor, umber brick. Trying to mix it up, make it look rather nice. Stone first floors generally look really well, especially since they look like they can carry a lot of load and weight to them. Also, you know, running up different roof lines and things is a pretty cool look to it. Interior wise, let's just go ahead, finish out the episode by decorating some of these. And let's go with some beds first off, and comfortable beds is what we are looking for. This one, there we go. We'll make a nice little double bed there. Upper floor, we can make the beds kind of down here. You know, this one we might go with just a single bed. Just like, oh, that's not what I wanted. I wanted it over one block. There we go. And they don't all have to be 2-person residents. They can be, single unit homes, which is fine. There's no real rules to follow when it comes to timber and stone. In terms of furniture, basically all I do is kind of spread out some tables, some chairs, the occasional bookcase or two. You can even throw in some large dressers and things at the foot of beds. You can put like maybe a wooden chair by the bed as well, and possibly some decoration items. Maybe we can go with a stone bench kind of near the entryway, almost like a little dividing half wall like element. That might be pretty nice. Get a shrubbery in here. Wish there was really a lot more decorative pieces in timber and stone, really to allow us to make these things look very, very nice. Some tool chest, you don't know who's really living in each home, and so you want to kind of build for everyone. Some resource crates, possibly. Not directly by the fireplace. That might be a bad spot for that. Maybe a food chest, food barrel of some kind. That might just be hanging around. Maybe just like there. Food crate, possibly just there. And at that point, you can call that home done. And basically, that's all I do. That's all I do when it comes to decorating the interior. You can see this follows the same kind of pattern to it. So, if you guys are enjoying timber and stone, feel free to subscribe to my channel for more creative goodness. Go ahead and hit that like button so I know you guys want to see more of this stuff. Leave a comment down below if you have any names that you guys want to have in the town. I am inviting you all to join and to help out in the construction of the village. And check out my other videos if you want to. I'll see you guys in the next video. So, see you later.